So I'm so excited because you know what? I have with me right now, I'm gonna, get my paperwork in front of me because if I don't, I won't know what I'm talking about. I have with me Craig Thatcher, and I wanna say this right. He's the Business Development Manager of, you are with ADH Electric and Solar, and I want you to tell everybody, first a little bit about yourselves, what you do, but I wanna talk about how it's so important to not even think about the solar right away.
Mm-hmm.
Because you come in and do something and help people understand
Oh, absolutely.
whether they even need it or not.
Right, and first of all, I just want to say it's raining here in the valley, which means roof leaks, which means if you do have solar and you need to have it repaired, we will come in at a discounted rate, remove those panels, let the roofers come in and do their work, and then we reattach them and calibrate it. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up. We teach people how to use energy in an efficient way. For instance, the super off-peak hours is happening right now from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. where it's like 3 cents a kilowatt. So turn on your AC, turn on your heat, do your laundry, stuff like that. We look at insulation. Sometimes it settles and a lot of heat or cooling is escaping through the roof. Windows. Yeah, we talked about windows and how they leak. And so you're cooling off the outside. So we just educate the customer on how to use energy efficiently.
But you know what else? You're licensed, bonded, and insured.
Yes, ma'am.
And I wanted to jump in, but I was waiting till you finished. I was being polite.
Thank you.
But one thing that you talked about, how it's raining right now,
Yeah.
and how people might need to have, let's say, their roof fixed because there's a leak. They see there's a leak, and they have those solar panels up there. If you're going to have somebody remove them,
Needs to be a licensed electrician. It could void the warranty, and you don't want that.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, one of the things that I know that you've talked about before is that the last thing that you talk about with them is solar.
Correct.
But is solar, does it make sense? A lot of people want to know, does it make sense to do it?
Makes dollars.
In your pocket?
Yes. Like I said, I don't understand why every house and building out here does not have solar. We have sun, except for today.
Most of the time.
Yeah, 360 days out of the year. And it's just a way to offset the cost that the utility companies are just plugging away at us that we can do nothing about, except add solar.
So the first thing that you have to do is come in and you go in and give an assessment.
Yes.
I'm calling it that. And do you look at their solar bill, their electric bill?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Right, you have to do that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
we
that.
go through about 12 months of your usage. We find your demands, peak hours, and then we design a system to offset that cost.
And the important thing is that you have the right amount of panels.
Correct.
And somebody right now could even already have solar, right? And they're saying, well, it didn't work for me. But there could be a reason for that.
Sure, absolutely. Lifestyles change. You may want to add an addition onto your house. The other thing that's possible, people have moved in. I mean, kids are probably moving out right now that are going to college, but maybe some are staying at home, so your usage is going to go up. We do what's called an add-on if you have an existing system. And you really can't, you've touched on this before and I appreciate it, but you can't really go by what your neighbors do because lifestyles are lifestyles. Nobody's the same.
Right, and your neighbor's gonna tell you all
Yeah.
about the bad solar that they have. They wanna tell everybody either it's fantastic or it's lousy.
Right.
Right? But there are so many things, when you go and you ask your neighbor, well, what was it like, and then you don't do it, how do you know that it was really right for you or not? You don't know, and we've said this before with you, and I think Adrian said it earlier, you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So having somebody come in and what you would call is a free consultation to come in and find out what's going on in there first, because you could go solar, and if you haven't checked that inside of your house
Yes.
and all of where that energy is going first, you're wasting your time.
Yes. Yeah,
basically.
Exactly, because your demand goes up. For instance, I know August has touched base on this, which is great. Putting a timer on your electric water heater. There's no reason to have that thing heating all day long while you're at work or you're out shopping or you're at school. Put it on in the evening for 2 hours. Put it on in the morning for 2 hours. It's gonna stay hot. You know, so we teach people how to do that. You can add timers, they're pretty easy to install. If not, we can install it for you.
And you always say there's no job too big or too small.
That's correct.
And let me give out their information. It's 623-688-0663. They're statewide. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. You also offer financing if they decide to go, you know, with solar and
Yes,
with
ma'am.
you and all of that. You have all of that. They're the important thing also to know about them. First of all, they're all about first educating.
Yes.
That is the number one thing that you and August have said over and over and over again. We're coming in to educate you, find out, and you're trying to help them save money.
Yes.
So it's not about how much money you can get from them,
No.
it's how much money can you save for them.
And that's the reason we got into this business, was to save the consumer. There's a lot of people out there that just are out for the sale. They're unqualified, so on and so forth. That's going to happen in any industry. What we do, we've got over 20 years of experience. We know what it's going to take to offset cost that the man is going to be throwing at you.
And I'll tell you something too, the bills are going up.
Yeah,
They're gonna keep on going up because they can do that,
they can.
right? And you wanna be able to live comfortably in your home.
Mm-hmm.
And you also wanna be able to do your laundry when you wanna do your laundry.
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of things, I mean, obviously your pool pump and all these kinds of things that you can also, there's things that you can
Mhm.
do with that.
Mhm.
You show them. The other thing that we've talked about, I think even with you and August, is their panels outside.
Mhm.
I can't remember the name of them. When you know the switchers, the light, the
Oh,
breakers.
the main panel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, if you I learned
Yeah.
this from you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say it. You're going to be proud of me.
Okay.
Because if your home is an old home, I don't remember the year that you said.
1994.
1994.
Yeah.
If it's older than 1994,
Mm-hmm.
you need to have it checked.
Yeah.
Because why? Tell them.
It's out of code. So if you're going to be adding a pool, a hot tub, or some big appliance, a room addition or whatever, and you're going to have to add a breaker to it, you're going to have your panel upgraded. We do that.
Now, what does that mean, upgraded? You have to get a whole new one, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure most panels.
It's not like you could check out one or two of them and just change those out, right?
Right. I mean, it's we do inspections as well, and your panel may be fully operational, but it could have aluminum wires. So that's out of code, you know.
Well, how would you know that? How
Well-
do people know? They only know if they listen to this show.
Right, exactly. So give us a call and we'll come out and take a look at it.
That number is 623-688-0663. They're statewide. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. No job is too big or too small. And the biggest thing too about them, they're licensed, bonded, and insured. So if you're going to have somebody add or adding panels or taking them off
Mhm.
for you to have them cleaned or have your roof fixed, you need to make sure that they're at least licensed for sure, because that could be a problem. And if it is, you're going to be really sorry that you
Mhm.
didn't have some. You got to check out these things. What for now would be something that you want to leave them with before we go to a break?
Actually, just give us a call. We're here to help you. I mean, everybody's got something. They've got an outlet that sparks. They have solar that they're not seeing savings on it. We can come out and do a diagnostics on it. We want to put money back into your pocket.
The number to call again is 623-688-0663. The website is ADHsolar.com. And you have to think about this. When you think about your attic,
Mm-hmm.
and there's, all of the energy is going out the window, really, out the top of your roof.
Right.
It's really going out there, and you have to have these things. maintained is
Mhm.
probably number one, and finding out what's going on with it now so that they can help you save money going forward, right?
Absolutely.
You don't know until you have them come in and do that
Mhm.
consultation. It's free for them to do.
Yep.
Again, if you do end up going solar with them, they do have financing for you, but let them come in and do a free consultation. Let them check out, does anybody really know how to even read their electric bill?
I don't think so. They just look
Probably
at the
not.
cost.
Yeah, they don't even want to open it, so they don't even look at that either, because they just
Exactly.
they're scared to death. You don't have to be, and this is how you do it. You give them a call by calling 623-688-0663. It's adhsolar.com. Hang tight, we'll be back in just a second.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Not too bad?
No, I like
Okay.
it. Yeah, the thing that I want to get across as well is that there's no obligation.
Oh, let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
We just come in, I mean, obviously, there's a need, that's why somebody's calling in. And what we'll do is we'll set up a time that's convenient for them as well as us, because we're busy right now.
Okay?
And do an evaluation, but there's no obligation. You're not signing anything, you're not doing anything.
Right.
It's like, hey, my solar panel, I was paying $25, but now I'm paying $50. What's going on? Well, it could be several things. Your demand could have gone up. Maybe it's time to put an add-on, to offset the additional cost because of your lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
You won't know until you need to come in there and do that assessment.
Exactly.
I call it an assessment.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
basically
you
what
have-
it is.
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at everything. And also, it's not just the house.
No.
It's also your outside too.
Mhm.
Like you said, the panel, like you said, someone's pool pump.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't know what else out there, but.
Well, the other thing too is a lot of people, and they kind of steered away from it. I look on roofs, but remember the vents or the old turbines where the heat would escape?
Yeah,
And you'd see those things in the summertime spinning for takeoff?
yes.
Yeah, because
What is that?
it's all the heat coming out of your attic, and it's spinning those things.
And so,
We recommend getting vents, adding insulation, because you're really working your air conditioning unit in the summertime, and all the heat is stored up in the attic, and yeah, it needs to escape. If not, you're.
I never knew that would happen.
Sure.
I think that would make your house hot and
Yeah.
make you using your air conditioning even more because it's working harder
Mhm.
because it's that heat there.
Yeah, there's like a screen or a vent on each side of the easement or whatever. That's it.
Oh,
There's
wow.
no air conditioning. There's no fans. There's no nothing.
What do you think about people putting air conditioning in their garage?
I think that's kind of a cool
My
idea.
dad did it.
Especially out here.
Yeah, my dad lived in Palm Desert.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's it's not as hot as here, but it's
Right.
hot.
Yeah.
And he literally put one of those that go into the window type thing, or you put them in the wall. That's all, and he had it there because that garage, boy, does that
yeah.
get hot.
Yeah.
And first of all, I think it's dangerous for some people think that they
I agree.
leave things in there.
Yeah, and there's no phone in there, you collapse or whatever from
Oh,
heat
yeah.
exhaustion.
That's true.
Yeah.
The idea of that for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad did have that. He was pretty smart. It was really interesting. Like he had his pipes or however he did it, where when you turn on the water,
Mm-hmm.
if hot water, instantly hot.
Oh,
You don't have
nice.
to wait. He made it paid a lot of money, but it saved him in the long run.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
you're not
guys should
wasting
do
water.
that.
Yeah,
For people.
it's a good idea, thank you.
I'm telling you, my dad did that.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with me today. So welcome back, everyone. I'm happy to be talking again. We've been talking with Craig Thatcher, and he is the Business Development Manager of ADH Electric and Solar. And I'm saying electric because it's so important that people first check their electric and their energy first
Mhm.
before you even think about going solar.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Everything's going up, utilities included. And like in the grocery store, I paid $2.50 a pound for an apple. I mean, good
I
grief.
know, I think of that lettuce was $2.
Yeah, so, and there's nothing I can do about it, but there's something you can do about with your utilities.
And you know what I love? That's awesome. That is awesome with what you just said. With this free consultation, what you really wanted to get out more than anything, that there is absolutely no obligation.
No.
You're not signing anything.
No,
Go ahead.
no,
Now you
there's
say.
no obligation. We'll come in and do an evaluation of your usage, stuff like that. We can show you how to save money. Like you said, does it make sense? We'd like to say it makes dollars. Putting it in your pocket so you can take those well-deserved vacations and stuff. But there's no obligation, you know, thank us for our time. As a matter of fact, we encourage you to get other estimates, because we'll beat it.
See, and that's why they're great, because they are here to help you save money, and all you have to do is call them and have them come in and do a consultation, and their phone number is 623-688-0663. They're statewide. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. They are licensed, bonded, and insured, and if anyone did not hear us in the beginning of this segment, please do not have anyone touch your solar panels that you might have already there, that maybe, because I know it's raining today, we were saying that, I think the sun's coming out already.
Cool.
But it was raining for a second, and it does bring water.
Yes.
And if you have a leak, please have somebody like them go up there and check they have to take the solar panels off,
Well,
right?
yeah, if they're just
Or
having a
remove 'em
repair.
a little bit,
Yeah,
because they have to do the repair.
Yeah, if the repair,
Is that-
especially in a replacement, if you're replacing the whole roof and you have solar, yeah, you have to move them. The repair could be under the solar or something like that. What we come is we detach those, the roofer comes in and fixes it, and then we reattach them, calibrate it, make sure it's working to its optimum
So a lot
level.
of people are gonna ask this question,
Okay.
why, why can't the roofer just take it off?
Well, they can.
But the reason why they can't is what?
They're
What'll
not
happen?
licensed electricians, and it could void your warranty. I mean, you put a lot of money into this system, and then you have some guy that knows roofing take it off for you, could
That's
void your
crazy.
warranty.
And the main thing is that anybody that does any type of work on your solar panels, they gotta be licensed. It's very, very important.
Yeah,
If
just
it
to
voids
save your warranty.
Oh my God, that would be the worst thing, because
Yeah.
you wouldn't even know until you needed it, right?
Yeah, for instance, if you have a Tesla system or something like that, which we're certified to work on, you have your brother-in-law who's an electrician, but not licensed, come out and work on it because he knows wires. Tesla comes out to take a look at it because you complain that it's not producing. They can see the workmanship, and they'll look for invoices and stuff like that to find out who worked on it last.
Wow.
With us, we're licensed
Their number,
electricians.
again, is 623-688-0663. You know, I was talking to you and I asked you, because, you know, we were, my father lived in Palm Desert,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked you about, is it a good idea for people to put an air conditioner
Sure.
in their garage?
Mm-hmm. Especially out here.
And you liked the idea. He was kind of smart. He had one in his garage,
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's thinking ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yes, you're spending some money,
Sure.
but in the long run, that's what this is all about.
Right.
You know, is yes, you might be spending a little bit of money,
Mhm.
but first of all, you can come in there and help them find ways very inexpensively
Mhm.
that can save them money.
Yeah, you can actually do the math and find out when your ROI is gonna be. It just depends on the system, depends on what you're doing, like the air conditioning or whatever. A small little window air conditioner like you were talking about, a few $100, your ROI is gonna come back relatively quick.
Right,
Yeah.
and this is a smart thing to do.
Mhm.
And people think, no, I don't know why they think that. I think they think it's just gonna add on to their cost.
Right.
But no, you know, it's still
No.
gonna in the long run be better to do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was talking to a guy today that he said his electric bill came down to $565. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what?
Yeah. And he
Because
goes,
mine's lower than that.
oh, yeah, so's mine.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I sweat in the house, but that's okay.
yeah, but people are, imagine what you could do with $500
Mhm.
a month.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and they're going up higher.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard that they're gonna go up higher.
Yeah.
And you know, when you think about that, $500,
Yeah, on average.
it's easy.
Yeah.
And that's in a smaller home now, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really sad. And you know what the other thing is that there are a lot of people that do live with their, I just said it, you know, I was joking, but that they do live very, like they gotta keep it at 78 or
Mhm.
80,
Mhm.
and it's also boiling outside, so that makes it even hotter.
Sure.
They think that it's better for them. And these older people, these seniors
Yeah.
that live in those houses like that,
Paycheck to paycheck.
it's terrible, and they're suffering too. They shouldn't have to be hot in their own home.
No,
You know?
no, and we like to tell them, said, well, do you want to live by saving some money, or would you like to save some money and live in luxury?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, we tell people, maybe they say, well, I don't want solar right now. Well, then run everything from 10 to 3 up until from October to April. And you're paying like 3 cents or a couple cents on the
Mhm.
dollar. Do your laundry, do your cooking, super cool your house, turn your heat on, you know, have an electric fireplace, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what, there is ways of finding out of how you can save money before you even think of going solar. And the first thing is to find out where all that energy is going
Exactly.
right from the beginning.
Mhm.
Get them come in, let them do an assessment, and then we go from there.
Mhm.
Again, that number is 623-688-0663. It's ADHsolar.com. They do free consultations. I also want to say too that if you do go solar with them,
Mhm.
they do have financing as well. And no job is too big or too small.
Correct.
What do you think about flat roofs? You know, I mean, can you?
They've
is
never
it the
done
same-
anything to me, so I don't have a problem with
But I
them.
mean, when I ask you that, because, you know, when we look at
Yeah.
the houses that have these big, tall, they have the attics up there and
Mhm.
stuff like that, I don't even know if a flat roof has an attic.
Yeah, flat roofs were real popular back in the 60s and stuff like that out here because Arizona does get a little rain, or a lot of rain. We live in a desert, that's the reason. So flat roofs were common, and you didn't have to shingle them or whatever, it's just foam. It's fine, but you know, weather's changing, and like today, rain. There's gonna be puddles on some low-lying areas and flat roofs.
Yeah.
Be aware of that.
Well, you know, when I say that, I have a friend that bought a house with a flat roof.
Mhm.
Well, not that many years ago, maybe about 10 years ago,
Mhm.
and she got solar
Mhm.
as well.
Mhm.
So it does work on both
Oh, yeah.
kinds, you know, and there's a lot of things that you can, again, do. And I think the number one thing that you get that is like a stopper, they say to you, well, I don't know if I should do that because I don't know if it's going to be worth it. A lot of people say that to you.
Not really.
No? What do they say? What's the most, you know, what do you get asked the most?
A lot of it is I don't like the look of it on my house.
Oh.
You know, people pay a lot of money, I mean, a lot of money for homes nowadays. And they just don't want the aesthetics of solar panels on the roof.
Too bad.
Yeah, and you have to look at it, change your mindset that that's dollars, that's
Mhm.
money.
Yeah.
You know, and let somebody else that's got a beautiful home with no solar panels paying $500 to $1,000, if not more, a month in electric. Yours is nowhere near that.
The main thing is, again, having them check it. There's no obligation. That's what's nice about
Yeah.
it. They're going to help you read your solar, your
Utility.
electric bill.
Yeah.
You know, that's the main thing too. Is a lot of people don't realize that there's so many charges on there. And when you see it laid out in front of you like
Yeah.
that, it's amazing, and your mouth will drop open because you don't realize what they're charging so much for, and they shouldn't have to do that, but they can, so
Right.
they do that.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? No job is too big or too small, and what they're trying to do is save you money and put the money in your pocket.
Absolutely,
Right.
and if you're looking at selling a home, for instance, it's a great selling point. People will pay extra money, well, they may, because you do have solar. So,
They might like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's that's a whole other conversation. But main thing is that you want to save money, and everybody does right
Mhm.
now. But the first thing you want to do is you want to check out the energy in your home and where it is going. Because if it's going out the roof, it doesn't make sense. You gotta start from there and then you can put the solar on afterwards.
Correct.
Their phone number again is 623-688-0663. Check them out on their website. There's no obligation at adhsolar.com.